Hello and welcome back to Penwyscombe Farm on Bessy Beneath. So it's now day 8 in spring, so we're right at the tail end of spring, and there isn't that much to do. A bit of fertilising and a bit of herbicide, but I do probably want to do some fertilising first. I have been waiting for the grass, but it's not just about ready yet, and you can see that there's quite a few bits of weeds popping up that we need to take care of. But I'm thinking I might do some fertilising in field 4 and 9. Because like I said, grass in 6 and 25 aren't ready yet, which is a shame because I do want to get some mowing done, get a bit of silage, because I think the cows, they're doing alright, but they're on the tail end of that grass silage, so they've got a bit left, but definitely need some more. But I have got quite a bit of slurry now, so we could do some of that at some point. But with that being said, I have been doing something else, so I'm quickly just going to drop off this, and we're going to find a place to park this away, because I've taken out a loan at 55,000, and I've bought myself a new truck, brand new truck, and I have to say, I really love it. So we need to go and pick it up because it is ready and waiting for me. So I'm just trying to find a good place to park up the Land Rover because I won't be using this as much anymore. I wonder if I can just fit it in here. Let's try that again. I'll probably get it in, just about maybe. There we go, that seems alright. Don't know if might have to climb out the back window to get out, but it should be alright. Let's just try and realign. There we go, that looks pretty good. Alright, so let's see if I can get out. Nope, I'm stuck. There we go. So that'll be fine there. I don't want to sell this. I was thinking, should I sell it and claw back a bit of the money, but I do like the look of it, and I think it'd be good to have, even if it's just sitting on the farm. So let's take a stroll down to the store and I'll show you exactly what I've bought, and hopefully you'll think it's pretty cool. Alright, so here we are at the store, and as you can see there's a truck there, and that's my brand new Toyota Hilux with a custom number plate. I am over the moon with how it's come out as well. As you can see, it's pretty good detailed Toyota Hilux, gone with a black kind of gloss finish and chrome wheels. I have to say, it is really good, really good. And also, got my own custom number plate. First time I've ever done anything like that, but I think it's come out okay. There's a little bit where the screw goes into the number plate. That side's alright, but this side, the S is just kind of hitting it, so probably can improve on that next time, but for the first time round I'm pretty happy with it. And the same with the back. So let's have a quick look inside. I've gone with the brown leather seats and the black kind of dash, which I think again looks really good. So let's take it outside and we'll have a proper good look at it. I'll probably park it up just about here. Right, so let's take a good look at this. I do really like the Toyota Hiluxes, and this is such a well polished mod, it really is. I do like how you can open all the doors as well. Some pretty cool features. You can adjust the suspension. If I just do that, you can see that you can adjust the suspension down and up, and also if I actually close all the doors again, go inside the cab, I can also bring the windows down, which is really cool. Right, so what I'm going to actually do now is just have a quick drive in it, and I think it's definitely worth the money. Hopefully the barley will come in and help me pay this off a bit. 55,000 is quite a lot of money, but I have to say for this truck I think it's worth it. Small investment on the farm. I do like the sound of it as well, it's pretty good. It's quite fast, it goes up to 75 in game. You can get a faster version, but I went for this because I don't think on these kind of roads I'm going to be doing much else. Not safe to overtake yet. But I know, I do love these kind of mods when you put them in and you see the detailed, and if you do edit them and put your own number plates in or your own logo or something like that, it's even better. Obviously, you won't be doing this in real life, 70 down here, but why not? Let's just pull into here. We'll swing it around, head back, and then I think what we'll do is we'll get on with actually some farming. But I did want to show this off because I'm really happy with how it came out, and I think I'll be using it on quite a few UK playthroughs, and definitely on this map because I think it's just suited to it. There we go. Let's have a look outside the cab so you can hear it in all its glory. I just think as well the small details like the windows, the electric windows, and the fact that they work is just really good. Ooh. Switched over to controller for a second. Put the windows up. Right, so let's get it back, get it parked up. It has got a rear hitch on as well, so we'll be using it when I'm maybe picking things up from the shop or taking some items if I do eventually need to sell points. It'd be ideal for carting maybe a bit of wool pallets or even eggs, stuff like that. I think that could be really good. But I do think 55,000 for this is not a bad price. I'm happy with it. Let's just park it back in the drive, and I think that'll be fine. There we go. It's a brand new Toyota Hilux on the farm. Bit of a small investment in the early days, but I'm sure we'll claw that money back within time. Right, so let's do a bit of spraying. Get some of this liquid fertilizer sprayed on the ground. We've got quite a bit and herbicide, but we're going to have to move the 140. I'm probably going to use the 390. I think that'd be a good idea. Or is it the 490? I always forget that one. It's the 390. There we go. Might put a bit of fuel in. I did fill up the 5713, so that's sitting there now. I'll probably go and park that up actually, and then we'll give this a bit of fuel as I'm doing that. I think that'll be a good idea. Let's just quickly just put it in this shed out the way. So we're going to be using this soon anyway for the mowing, so let's switch around onto the 390. I think that makes more sense. I mean, we don't really need that much power anyway for this. But it is important to get this field fertilised as soon as possible, and then obviously put some herbicide on the ground as well. We don't want to miss a chance to maximise the profit or yield that we can get from them barley fields, especially now I've just spent 55,000. I'm going to be paying the interest on that each day. 140 can do with a clean as well. In fact, what I might quickly just do is actually reverse part this better while that's fueling up. Kind of makes sense. I mean, we could have used probably this, but I think it might be a little bit too much to ask for the 140. Let's just go and part this away over here. Try and tidy things up a little bit. There we go, that should be fine. stuck again. There we go. Right. So this is all fueled up. We just need to hook up to the sprayer. I think it's a 15-metre spread on the sprayer, so it's not too bad. Should make easy work of these two fields. I don't know how long the fertilizer will last, but the liquid fertilizer usually does tend to last quite a while compared to lime anyway. I always think lime just really does fly down so quick. There we go. So let's try and take from the front IBC without moving it. Ooh, I just hit the bucket. There we go. So this holds 600 litres, which is quite a lot. And hopefully it'll last us as well. I don't think I need to put any narrow tyres on just yet. Even though these are classed as wide tyres, but I don't think it will need to. It's too early on in its growth for us to worry about it just yet. So let's get it unfolded. There we go. That's one side anyway. There's actually quite a wide span on this. It looks pretty good. Alright, so let's start it off, and off we go. Now barley does have quite a bit of the fertiliser, but it's still not enough for me to think that this is going to consume quite a lot, and as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job, 94%. It's definitely going to take a couple of refills to do both fields, but I think it's still a pretty straightforward job this is. I can't really make out where I'm fertilising though. Can just about, but it isn't as distinct as I'd like. I think it's because I'm using a different soil texture that's making it a little bit harder for me to tell the difference. At some point I think that field will be a good one to expand to for more crop. I think it just makes sense with it being next to this one, easy access. And then there is some big grass fields around as well that I think is going to be vital, because my plan is to get more cows, and I think with the money I'm going to generate from the barley, I'm obviously going to pay off the loan that I've just got for that Hilux, but I do want to also probably buy 50 cows, and I am going to pick them up and deliver them. Probably going to lease out a animal trailer. I've got one that's pretty small, but it's going to take a while to do 50, so we will be doing that at some point. I'm actually trying to remember how many cows it holds. I don't think it's many. I also would have liked to have a little pig farm going on this map. I think it's a proper good idea with the English setting. So if we do eventually expand, you're talking quite a while though, because of the fact we need to get this cow farm thriving before we even think about that. But I don't do as much pig farming as probably I should do on FS. I'm not one for the chickens. I just don't think you get as much out of it, and I think the pigs are not as profitable obviously than the cows. I think cows are pretty much the only way to go forward when it comes to the money wise on animals. Sheep aren't too bad, but with the seasons they're obviously around springtime I think it is when you get the wool, and then it is good money, but then you go quite a while where you're just feeding them and you don't really get any benefit. That's why I think the cows are so good. I've always said it's like liquid gold, which did prove on Medicine Creek, because that map was challenging. The arable side was really difficult, but the cows give some great profit. I only had a small amount, but kind of the most money I was generating was coming from the milk in the end, and it did help me out going into the next American map, which I am working on. I have got 3 maps in mind, and I've been having a quick look at all of them, but it is quite difficult to pick one at the moment because they're all pretty good maps. But hopefully soon you'll see the next episode of that coming around, and then you'll find out obviously which one I've picked anyway. Right, so we're at 44% from the headland, which isn't too bad when you take that into context of where we'd be if that was lime. And that is pretty good. And it makes such a difference. Fertilising really, really improves what you get in the end. And 15 metres. It's on the small side when it comes to sprayers, but for these size fields it's just about right. So what I'll be doing again is probably what I did in the last episode, whereas I'll do a bit of a time lapse in this one and this field, and then I'll do a bit of a montage in the second field, just so the video doesn't go on too long. I've been showing off a Toyota Hilux in the first part of the video, so that's probably going to take up quite a bit of time. But yeah, I think it'll be a good moment now to put in a bit of a time lapse as I finish off this field, and then I'll cut back in when I'm about to start field 4. Well, that was pretty quick. Field 9 definitely didn't need that much fertiliser, and I've still got 70% left in this second refill of the sprayer. So what I'm probably going to do now is I'm going to set a course plate in field 4, and I'm going to bring an IBC over, because I do think that obviously this is going to run out midway, or probably before midway, to be honest. And the video has gone over probably 20 minutes now, so it's probably a better idea for me to just set up a bit of a course play. I'll go and get the fertiliser and bring it over to the field. I think one headland pass should be fine on this one. Smooth should be fine as well. We'll just up the overlap. I think that's pretty good. It's not going to take long at all to do that. It really isn't. Alright, so there we go. We'll set him going from the first waypoint. We'll stick in just to see how long it's going to take. It should tell us in this bottom right corner the exact time this is going to take. Now I am thinking that I'm in the wrong tractor here, because I do need the front loader attachment. So I might have to use a Toyota and just pick up the IBC. So it's only going to take 12 minutes. So let's get in the Toyota. Now we are going to need the trailer. So let's go pick that up. And this one should be fine. So this has come in handy straight away. I didn't even plan that out. There we go. The only problem is I'm going to have to pick this up by hand, which isn't the best way to do this off it. But with me not having the front loader, because it's the only front loader tractor I've got is the one that's in the field. Right, so let's jump out and get this sorted out. I think it's pretty cool how it does that. I'd like to get a bit of a John Deere mower, put it on the back of here, do a bit of mowing around the farm, but I don't even think I should have done that, to be honest. It's good for when you want to obviously put in something, drive it up, but we just need to pick up one of these now. Just trying to think which one's got what in. I've obviously been filling up from something else because this says 2,000 litres. I don't know if that's true. But what we'll do is we'll put 2 in just in case. I very much doubt we're going to use even the 1, but we may as well. Put some straps on that. Yeah, I'll keep that one on. There we go. So let's get this over to the field, because you're definitely going to need to use this. The smaller field that I just did then was on its halfway through its second load, so this is definitely going to be consumed. Doubt it's going to do 2 full loads. In fact, it might do, because it did use more seeds and more lime in that field. But at least we've got it just in case. I think if we just park it up here, this will be perfectly fine. There we go. I'll leave it on just because I think I'm going to probably have to go to the 390T anyway when it needs refilling. But it looks like she's doing a pretty good job. She's already done her first headland, so now she'll be on her up and downs. And if we just have a look in Precision Farming, you can see, oh, it's not too bad at all. I am surprised though that the barley, it's only been taking around 120 and around 180 on that, so that must be the actual soil type, Celtic clay, with the barley. It's obviously a lot less nitrogen needed. Right, so what I'll do is I'll let this finish off. I'll cut back in when it's completed, and then we'll take a bit of a recap. Right, so there we go. That's both fields fertilised, pretty much ready now for the crop to grow, and we can get harvesting. I'm going to do a bit of herbicide, but I'll probably do that in between this episode and the next, because I am going to progress time quite a bit, so in the next episode we can actually get some mowing done and do some silage or hay, depending on the weather. If it is good drying conditions, then we'll just go straight for doing hay. I am thinking of doing like 2 fields of hay and 2 fields of grass silage. That would be perfect, so I can get away with doing that. But I'm thinking, because I planted the grass in, I am behind, so we might have to just do 1 field of hay and 1 field of grass silage, thinking that we might not get a second cut. But we will figure that out when we get closer to. Alright, so let's just quickly park this up here. I think that'll be fine. Out the way. I am really chuffed and happy with this Toyota. I am happy with the colour. There was so many to choose from, but I think the black does look good, but there is a couple more, and having a nice GB number plate, custom number plate, does make a difference. I am looking forward to the number plates coming to FS22. But on that note, I am going to leave the video there, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.